Hi and welcome to English with Stuart. Today we're going to do another look at some phrasal verbs. Now the phrasal verbs we're going to do today are to pass away, pass on, pass out, pass off, pay back, phase in and phase out. Now before we get started, if you'd like to look at the other videos I've done regarding phrasal verbs, and also click subscribe so that you can receive more videos like this so we can have a look at phrasal verbs together. Because, let's be honest, they are some of the hardest things that you'll learn in the English language. So, let's get started. To pass away. Well, that's something none of us want to do, of course, because to pass away means to die. And it's a very common expression in English because the word pass away, or the phrasal verb pass away, sounds much more gentle and less severe than to die. To die sounds quite hard and aggressive and strong, whereas to pass away sounds much more gentle. You know, us natives are more likely to say to a friend or a colleague at work, "Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that your uncle passed away last week." It just sounds so much better than saying, "I'm sorry to hear your uncle died last week." Yeah. To pass on. To pass on is to transmit, is to move information from one place to another. So for example, don't forget to pass on the information that I've just given you to all our friends. Yeah. I'm going to pass that information on to my boss, for example. And then we have pass out. Now, to pass out is to lose consciousness. And it can be used synonymously with the verb to faint, which in Spanish, the verb to faint is desmayarse. But it's more than just to faint. I mean, you can, of course, say he passed out because of the heat. It was a hot day. He passed out because of the heat. You could use faint there as well. He fainted because of the heat. But you can also use it for sort of general context of losing consciousness. On Saturday night, he passed out on the sofa because he drank too many beers, for example. And that's something where you couldn't use the verb to faint. To pass off. What is pass off? Well, to present something under a false identity. So, for example, he passed himself off as a rich businessman when in fact he was a thief. So to pass off is to put something forward, whether it be a person or an object, under false pretenses. So for example, you could have this product was passed off as brand new when in fact it was second-hand. To pay back, to reimburse, is the most common use, but this one has two meanings. So you could have to reimburse, I will pay you back the £20 that you've lent to me. So, can I borrow £20? I will pay you back on Friday, for example. But it can also be used as to revenge. After she did what she did to me last Tuesday, I am going to pay her back. I'm going to get revenge. And then the last two today, phase in and phase out. Well, they're the opposites. To phase in is to introduce something very slowly. For example, the government phased in the new policy. The government phased in the new rules. And phase out is completely the opposite. The government phased out the compulsory use of wearing masks. You know, when we stopped wearing masks after COVID, we didn't stop suddenly. There was a period where the use or the necessity to use a mask decreased. It was a slow, gradual change. So to phase out, to discontinue something slowly. So I hope those phrasal verbs helped you today. Look out for more videos on phrasal verbs. There are couple of hundred phrasal verbs that we regularly use every single day. So there are lots of phrasal verbs to cover. So go to the comments below and you'll see the link for my other phrasal verb videos. Have a good watch of those. And please don't forget to click subscribe and like, and of course share these videos with people that you also know that are looking and are actively looking to improve their English. And I'll see you very soon.